Hey, what's happening, everybody? Friends of fish, thank you for tuning in. This is my long overdue video on some of the tips that I have for you when changing out your substrate. I'm using some C-Chem fluorite right here, and to be honest, I'm a little disappointed with what I'm seeing with my plant life. There's some burning happening on some of my leaves here. It's a little hard to see. Um, you see it in the back on these swords. And I'm just not getting that level of green that I was hoping for on a lot of this stuff. And I have been dousing it with chems, but in any case, on we go. So one thing that I would suggest definitely if you're replacing your substrate is to make sure that you have some really thick plastic containers for your water, and probably a couple spare ones. Make sure they're nice and large. I got mine from IKEA, and they were kind of flimsy, and it had me a bit scared. You know, when you have 40 gallons or so in these containers, I don't know how well they're designed to hold all of that. So that's definitely an issue that you want to keep in mind. You should feel safe when you're doing this. And on that note, this is really not something that you should be doing inside. I have a tiny little condo, and it was very difficult for me to get this all done. You really want to have the space available to wash out this stuff outside. You know, it says on the bag that can be washed right in the bag, but that's bullshit. You know, I don't know how you could possibly wash this stuff out thoroughly inside the bag, and that's what I tried to do in my condo. You're also going to want a backup plan. So, funny story, my backup plan was, you know, if I was having difficulty washing this in the bag, then to go outside and use the hose that is connected to the side of my building. I don't have any control over that hose. It's something that the condo association owns. So after first trying to rinse this stuff in my sink, and then trying to rinse it in the shower, and then saying, oh, that's good enough, and putting it back into the tank, and then starting to fill the tank a little bit, and the water looked kind of chocolate milky. Pulled it back out, rinsed it in the shower more. It just was not getting clear. It was brown and brown and brown the whole time. So I took everything out to the hose, and the water was turned off. So had to go back to the shower, and I still never got it as clear as I wanted. Sometimes when I vacuum this, you know, I do see that chocolate milk stuff, you know, pop up from the substrate. So my backup plan totally failed. You should test your backup plan. Don't just have one. Make sure that it actually works. And then I think finally, when you are filling up, you definitely want to use a system where you have some type of, you know, like a styrofoam bowl or something along those lines that you pour the water into inside of the tank, your replacement water, and then it just spills over the edge. Because if you just put your hose or whatever you're filling from directly onto that substrate, your water's going to get super brown. Like, I can't imagine that stuff clearing up pretty soon. I mean, you can even see it was months ago. I mean, the outside of the tank is pretty dirty, but you know, my filter there it's still very brown from the substrate. Hey, buddy. So that's my video for you. Can't promise that I'm gonna have any type of regular videos. Still would like to do one on the light that I got. But if anybody has any tips on these plants, I don't know what to do. Some people say that they're old leaves. Some people say that it's algae. You could see the algae on the glass. That's new as well since I changed my substrate. But to be honest, I bought the new light at about the same time, so could be either one of those. Anyway, all in all, I think it looks pretty good in here. People are usually pretty impressed. It actually looks very green on the video screen here, but seeing it in real life, everything is a bit more brown. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. And, well, come back next time I update a new video. Alrighty, take care.